The years have come and gone here in Ohio Sports Zone. Bobby Levine, it is finally your final show. I'm curious, what do you have planned for after leaving Ohio University?
It's a tough decision. But I decided to take my talents to Columbus, Ohio with the Columbus Blue Jackets Artillery, and we'll be selling advertising for them, but I will be heart and soul here at Ohio Sports Zone.
Ohio Sports Zone.
Welcome into Ohio Sports Zone, by far the craziest cold opening we've ever had.
You think?
I'm Bobby Levine, alongside me is Ethan Graham, as seen on every single episode, maybe besides 2 episodes this entire year.
No, just one actually. I just missed Columbus Blue Jackets opening night. That was October the 13th.
I have also missed a couple of episodes this year. This starting block, we will talk about Ohio news in general.
I would love to do that.
You have some Ohio distinguished athletes here. Please tell us about
Yeah, I sure can tell you about that. The Mid-American Conference released their Distinguished Scholar Athletes this week. It was a list of 208 students who had a 3.2 GPA or better while participating at least 50% of the school's athletic events. Ohio had quite a few from women's indoor track who had 57 total in the MAC. Alyssa Atkinson, Cassidy Cleland, Emily Deering, Courtney Gulney, Avery Kearns, and Christina Sees. All Bobcats who are distinguished out there on the track field and in the classroom. So congratulations to them, really putting the student in student athlete.
Absolutely. Congrats to them. Track's been running pretty well recently.
Yeah, I mean, they are really running well. You know, I like to see that out of them. You know, really just a strong effort.
Now, you have a little bit of women's golf. I'll take the second part after you talk about your first part.
Yeah, women's golf, the MAC Championship this weekend, coming off a third-place finish last year. They are at Kent State, the Silver Lake Country Club. Bobby, have you ever golfed there? It is sensational up there at Silver Lake.
No, but I did golf with your father this past weekend. Kicked my butt. First time golfing in over 4 months. Drives were pretty long. Could not hit the short game worth anything.
Well, ladies like the long drives, just like chicks dig the long ball. But back to golf. Friday the 21st through Sunday the 23rd. It is the Women's Golf MAC Championship. Yes. Haley Hrenovich will be there. Yes. Lily Penny will be there. Nicole Smiley from Ohio will be there. Emily Hughes, also a Bobcat, will be there. I mean, get up to Kent State.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, this is the golf course. This is about all they have.
Since you took all my notes for the MAC Championship, I'm going to agree with all this. Fun fact. You ready for a fun fact?
Oh, I love when you have fun facts.
Fun facts. Nicole Smiley.
Uh-huh.
Grew up in Columbus, Ohio, played on my sister's rec softball team growing up. Jackie, we saw her at the Pigskin for the Game 5 of the Columbus Blue Jackets Artillery ambush thing going on there. Unfortunately, the Pittsburgh Penguins and Nate Sexauer's team.
Sexy Nate.
Got the win there.
Gotta love it.
But no, Nicole Smiley, though.
Yeah.
Unbelievable softball player as well.
Really?
Unreal. Absolutely.
Maybe they should offer her a scholarship. We'll get to that.
Okay, I got some other news before we wrap this block up.
Hit me
about some NFL stuff.
Yeah.
Huge news coming on the football field. Matt Morton was named the 2017 Tony Anderson Award by the AEMA.
What's that stand for?
Not quite sure. But that is given by the people on the football team as a whole.
Right.
Tony Anderson is a late guy that passed from the Indiana University football team. Can we stay on the football field and talk about the NFL draft?
You know, I would absolutely love to. The CBS Top 100 includes 5 Mid-American Conference athletes, one of which is Bobcat Terrell Basham. We've talked about his ability as a pass rusher on this show. Should be, a second-round pick. We'll go down the line here. Corey Davis,
yes.
Western Michigan wide receiver.
84.
Is a, prototypical wide receiver that, fits that NFL mold. 6'3", he's able to go out there, catch the big ball, to get that jump ball. Really just great stuff. Really killed Ohio University in the MAC championship game this year.
The problem with him, though, in his pro day tryout was he dropped a lot of balls.
He was actually injured, too. Yeah, he had a shoulder problem.
Excuses.
Yeah, I guess you could say so. Hopefully Corey's not listening. Kareem Hunt, the Toledo running back, who's carried that program for quite a few years.
Yes, 3 or 4 years.
Is also in the CBS Top 100 NFL Draft prospects at number 85. Taylor Morton, offensive tackle / offensive guard from Western Michigan, also in the top 100. Very versatile. You can play this guy on the outside, play him on the inside. He is a renaissance offensive lineman, so gotta love that if you're an NFL team. Back to Corey Davis, 5,212 yards. He's the FBS Division I subdivision record. Gotta love that. Before we wrap up here, we're going to talk some basketball. Ohio did sign a recruit today. Point guard Tavion Kirk from Joliet, Illinois, 6'4", 185 pounds, dripping wet. Decommitted from Drake after they fired their coach to come be a Bobcat. The best decision of his life. A big part of his game is getting to that hoop. We haven't really seen him shoot a lot from the outside. It's going to be interesting how he diversifies his game here on campus.
Absolutely. We forgot to mention, though,
yeah,
we have a special guest today.
Do we?
Our President of the United States, Donald Trump, is right here on the desk with us.
Gotta love it.
Huge shout out. Gave the trophy in ceremony to the New England Patriots last night after the Aaron Hernandez crazy story went going viral. But we have him. Thank you very much, Donald, for being our president and moving forward with our country. That's all we have for A Block. We've got baseball here on Ohio Sports Zone right after this.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. We are going to take our country and we're going to fix it. We're going to make it great again. We are going to fix our health. We are going to take care of our vets. We are going to fix our military. We are going to strengthen our borders. We're going to build the wall, but we are going to strengthen our borders. We are going to make it great again. We're going to make it greater than ever before. Thank you.
Welcome back to Ohio Sports Zone.
Oh, man.
2 more blocks after this one.
Oh, man.
I'm Bobby Levine.
I wish we wouldn't talk about it, honestly.
Is Ethan Graham. Next to our President of the United States, Donald Trump. Thank you for joining us today, Donald.
It's really incredible that we actually got him on the show.
I mean, to be honest with you, he's a pretty busy man, but for Ohio Sports Zone, other than Shane Dazen, everyone shows up.
Yeah, where is Shane Dazen right now?
I don't know. Speaking of that, though, this is just his block, but we're going to take over for him.
Yeah, Penguins fans, what are you going to do? Ohio University baseball finally hitting the baseball. An 11-10 win over Marshall in 11 innings.
They walked off.
They did walk it off. Rudy Rote hitting a home run in the 11th. I mean, an absolute bomb. Let's take you through this. Anthony Merlosa for the Bobcats, a senior catcher, usually the second catcher they use, had 2 home runs in this game. Bobby, these were his first 2 home runs of his Bobcat career. So when it rains, it pours for Anthony. 1-1 season series against Marshall. They have one more game May 9th at the Bob Wren Baseball Stadium. This was a very offensive game. I know you like offense, you like dingers, so you like this game. 27 hits, 8 dingers. Ohio did blow a 9-5 lead. The bullpen faltering a little bit there. Sam Finkler hit a 2-run home run for Marshall.
Laces out.
Laces out, that's right. You got to keep those laces out right there.
Big goal.
Billy Seeger, a 2-run single to tie it up. Marshall Tyler Ratliff took a 10-9 lead in the 10th with a key base hit up the middle. Spencer Ibarra led off the 10th inning with a dinger. This is really a festival of dingerdom. And Rudy Rote, like you said, walking it off for the Cats. Paint it green and white, as Russ Eisenstein likes to say. They return to the Wren this weekend against Miami University, so make sure you get out there for that one.
Yeah, looking at the standings though right now, Miami is horrible.
Yeah, they're bad. This is definitely a team Ohio can take advantage of, get some of those losses they had, even out of non-conference play back, maybe to make their record look a little bit better. 15-23, just 2. What's the record in the MAC there?
Right now they're 2-7. Ohio University right now is 17-19. 3-6 in the MAC. They got to finish above halfway in the MAC East
I would really like them to
make the MAC tournament. Then you never know what can happen.
You never know what can happen in tournament time.
The Bobcats, though, right now are 1-4 in the last 5 games. Excuse me. If you were Shane Dazen and covered Ohio baseball like he does and decides not to show up, surprisingly, what would you say about the pitching right now? The pitching is faltering. They are completely blowing for this team.
Yeah, seemingly, we talked about the beginning of this year, how good was the pitching, how good was, their fielding ability out there, but they just couldn't get those runs. And now it's the exact opposite. They're hitting runs. They're getting runs. They're hitting dingers. They had 11 runs the other night, but simply just can't get that pitching performance. That bullpen blowing that 4-run lead is really just tough to watch if you're Ohio Bobcats manager Rob Smith. So that's something they're going to have to do. I think this is a team that has shown they have, the ability in all 3 facets of the game. If they can put it together at the right time, towards the end of MAC play here, I think this is a team that could maybe put it together and win the MAC here, just get hot at the right time.
Looking at their standings right now, they play Miami for 3 games on the road. Then they come back home the last week of our semester here in April and play 3 games at home against Western Michigan. Both these teams are at the bottom of the division, each side of the division.
Got to take these series. It's huge.
You have to win at least 4 of these games.
Sure.
You win 4 of these games, you get moving in the right direction towards May. End of May comes as MAC tournament play, and then you move forward into Omaha.
Hopefully. Spencer Ibarra has been killing the baseball.
What else you got on this guy?
For the Bobcats. I mean, he is a do-it-all center fielder. He's quick out there, can steal you a base, can make an incredible play out there. Usually at that 1 or that 3 spot in the Bobcats lineup, that's usually where you put your best hitters. Easily has been the best all-around player for the Bobcats this year. He's won the MAC Player of the Week multiple times, so Ibarra really leading the charge out there for the Cats, Bob.
Absolutely. Anyone else on your radar that you think the Bobcats could use to step up?
Michael Klein, he was hitting very well this year. He's still having a decent year, but I look for him to, step it up here towards the end of the year. But, if you're still around this weekend, which everyone should be unless you're just absolutely quitting school a week early, it's Bark at the Park this weekend.
Bark at the Park.
Woof
at
the stadium.
You know what dog would love to go?
Who? Ace would love to be there.
Ace.
Chris Kazakhstan's dog. Just a great dog. I mean, one of the best dogs I've ever met, quite frankly. It's Bark at the Park. So bring your dog to Bob Wren Stadium. Maybe bring him some treats. I don't know. What do dogs like? I'm not a dog.
They love treats.
Yeah, dogs do like treats.
Denti sticks.
That's right. Ace loves a good denti stick. Bark at the Park this weekend against Miami. Bobcats need a win desperately. Go cheer them on. They got Western Michigan after that.
Yes. So absolutely, first off, this wasn't your segment.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was Shane Dazen. Donald Trump is here witnessing this. Probably poor effort on our part not getting Shane in this
video.
video.
I mean, it's a little embarrassing, quite frankly.
But Donald Trump will give you an A+ for that one.
What?
Great job. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back. We've got brand new bleachers. Where?
Ohio softball field.
Ohio softball field here on Ohio Sports Zone.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. We are going to take our country and we're going to fix it. We're going to make it great again. We are going to fix our health. We are going to take care of our vets. We are going to fix our military. We are going to strengthen our borders. We're going to build the wall, but we are going to strengthen our borders. We are going to make it great again. We're going to make it greater than ever before. Thank you.
Welcome back to Studio C.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the table. Donald Trump, thank you very much for coming on the show with us. We've got Ohio softball.
Yeah.
Probably the best sport we have right now going on in the spring semester. If you guys haven't heard about it, have you heard about it? They have brand new bleachers.
I actually haven't heard about that.
Breaking news, they're going to have Numberfest on those bleachers and fit 10,000 fans.
Wow. I mean, I heard, I did hear some rumblings about these bleachers. I did not hear that they were that good, but they are that good.
Nate Sexauer is going to have the promo video on the commercial going into D-Block, folks. You need to check these out. If you haven't been in Athens in the last year and a half, #1 hotspot for tourists, Ohio
softball bleachers. I think we're going to have to go sit in these bleachers this weekend. I know you're running out of time here on this campus. Maybe we can go sit in these bleachers, maybe share a nice lunch, a hot dog maybe over some Ohio Bobcats softball.
What do you got? Why is the team so hot right now?
They're actually not hot right now.
But
it's funny
the
you say
record
that.
is almost doubled their losses. They have 27 right now. They're 27-14. They're 8-7 in the MAC, only one game behind Miami of Ohio in the first place.
Yeah, they certainly started out well, but since MAC play has started, this has not been the same Ohio softball team. Maybe they can look at those bleachers for some inspiration. They dropped 2 of 3 against Akron last weekend, a 1-0 loss, and a 7-1 win on Friday. Found the bats in the second game of that doubleheader there, but they would go on to lose another 1-run game on Saturday against Akron, 2-1. Another 1-run loss. We're going to get to that being a reoccurring theme for the Bobcats.
Not good.
And certainly not good. You hate to lose games if you're the Ohio softball team. A 3-2 loss Tuesday to Marshall. A 2-run home run for Morgan Gino.
No offense.
Yeah, pretty much. She did hit a double in that game, too, before you interrupted me. That's what I was going to say next. This girl loves hitting softballs. I mean, she is easily the most potent offensive player that Ohio has. Loves hitting dingers, double. She got on with that double. Would have, been the run that would have tied the game, and they just couldn't get her over. But I want to talk to you about 1-run games. I want you to listen to this.
I'm ready.
This team started out 8-2 in 1-run games. They have lost 6 of their next 7 since. They are now 8-8 in 1-run games, losing 3 over the past week. I mean,
the last 6 losses are 1-run loss.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there to watch.
If the offense for the men's baseball team could combine with the pitching of the softball team,
be unbeatable.
We would not have lost the game since those bleachers came in.
Yeah.
Huge.
I mean, it's just incredible. But Ohio has to find a way to grind out these 1-run wins, Ever since that magical Toledo series where they walked it off twice in the same day, I mean, really, I hope they didn't use up all the clutch hits that series, but that's kind of what it's looking like. They just got to find a way. They get some great pitching with Danielle Stein and Fangio Dorsey, who's honestly becoming one of the best softball pitchers in Mid-American Conference history, moving up to second in the all-time strikeouts list.
Dynamic duo.
Honestly, if you open up the record book for Ohio University softball pitching, it's just a picture of Fangio Dorsey's face at this point. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely ridiculous. This girl owns the softball record books. But a huge series this weekend coming up for the Cats against Bowling Green, who is in front of them, 9-6 in the MAC. Ohio is 8-7, like you said. This is a great opportunity for Ohio to win 2 of 3, pick up some games. They could really use a sweep here. Hopefully they can get those bats going. We've seen them do it before. We've seen Alexa Holland do it. We've seen Alex Day do it. Morgan Gino's been doing it consistently. No doubt in my mind the pitching will be there. They rarely give up more than 3 runs. It's just, will those bats show up? That's going to be the determinant this weekend.
Alexa Holland, young stud freshman.
Yeah, great softball player.
Absolutely. Another series, though, to look out for, though, is the series right after Bowling Green is Miami. Mm-hmm. Both teams ahead of us right now in the standings by 1 game combined. You win 2 out of 3 both times. You win 4 out of 6. You could have a share of that first place. If not, first place by itself. Huge momentum moving forward. You got to get the heat going. You got to get the mojo going. The gas pedal down. May or getting close to May because time starts running out after that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is certainly a pair of series they need to win. And even if they would sweep one of these series, get 3 games clean, that would be huge. If they could hop over, Bowling Green instead of just tying them this weekend, that would be incredible. You'd love to see that if you're an Ohio Bobcats fan.
Yeah, after that, the schedule lightens up a huge amount. They play Buffalo. Buffalo right now, folks, buckle in, 8-37.
You hate to see that.
You hate to see it. Right now, they are 3-14 in MAC play. You hope OU can get in first place by that time.
You start packing on those wins.
And you start absolutely hammering down those wins. No mercy. Actually, there's mercy rule in the softball.
Yeah, there is.
Get the mercy rule against Buffalo 3 games in a row. Get on and get back home. So I think that's all we got for softball.
I think it might be. We're going to bring it back, and we're going to send you off. I'm going to try not to cry. This is Bobby Levine's last ever block on Ohio Sports, and you're going to want to stay right where you are.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. We are going to take our country, and we're going to fix it. We're going to make it great again. We are going to fix our health. We are going to take care of our vets. We are going to fix our military. We are going to strengthen our borders. We're going to build the wall, but we are going to strengthen our borders. We are going to make it great again We're going to make it greater than ever before. Thank you.
Welcome back here on Ohio Sports Zone. Ethan Graham alongside my partner in crime, Bobby Levine, for one last time, one final victory lap. We have a special video put together for you, but before we do that, when I came in here to Ohio Sports Zone, this is the first broadcast I ever did, and you guys behind the scenes, and you and Mitchell Lyons were gracious enough to take me on this set. You're really gracious enough to take me under your wing, really teach me a lot about what I know about broadcasting, whether it be here or CFT.com, really just giving me opportunities. And it's been great working with you. I'm going to hate to see you go, and it sucks. You're definitely going to have to come visit, man. Play the video.
How does one measure a life? How do you assign numbers to the value of one's actions? Some say the lives you touch define you as a human. If that is the case, what would you give to someone who has influenced thousands? This is the story of a man who did. A man who rose up, microphone in hand, and fearlessly reported to the world the stories they may not have wanted to hear, but needed to. This is the legend of Bobby Levine. There is an old scripture hidden in the halls of sports journalism, a prophecy relating to a chosen one, an anchor who will rise up wielding a golden microphone and lead the world to a more well-informed future. Many anchors had come and gone, seeming to be the chosen one. All had failed in their attempts to wield the mystical tool, and their broadcasting world feared that their savior was never to come. In 1994, Robert Levine, a fledgling young man out of Columbus, Ohio, descended into a broadcasting studio with a voice rich as silk yet strong as steel. He would travel the world, broadcasting throughout the years at the world's greatest sporting events, alongside the greatest anchors in history.
5, Ethan, what the fuck happened? Well, guys, that's the first time I saw that video. Nate, thank you so much for that. That stuff was fake. I know it looks really real. I was not there at the sporting events, unfortunately. Some say it was fake, but it is fake. Before we wrap it up, I need to go down my farewell and thank you list. This all started again 3 years ago. I was transferring into the Scripps program. Not the smartest kid out there at all, book-wise. Street smart, I can say I'm one of the smartest out there. That's Columbus City Schools helped me out on that one.
Definitely, we saw in that video there.
Absolutely. I went to Dr. Stewart in the journalism program, head of it, and he said, you know what, you need to get on a TV show. I went to, again, John Kosis at the time was directing Ohio Sports Zone. Let me try out. Came down to Drew Trommer, myself,
Mitch?
And Mitchell Lyons. And luckily I was enough to make that cut and start my broadcasting career on Ohio Sports Zone. And since then, I've co-hosted myself with Megan Laird, Megan Vanslow, Ben Mitchell, John Kosis. Great times in the past. Last year, they were all seniors. They all left. Had to say thank you to everyone that allowed me to get a chance to do this. Then it became this year. This year was a brand new stepping stone. I came in here knowing Mateen was leading the group here. Mateen Ozacek, I want to thank him not only for directing it this year, but also helping me with the podcast when we were in the back room in Baker Center when it was just Jackson Schroeder and myself.
SeatAtTea.com?
SeatAtTea.com, folks. Check that out. We were getting, at the beginning, 100-plus views. At the end, at last semester, it dropped down till below 10. I was very, very tough on my personality because I know I'm a very loud speaker. And knowing that my parents, myself, were 3 of the 7 views we had.
30% of your views there.
Maybe even 50 of them. And then Facebook Live hit, and the podcast blew up. And luckily, I had you come on with me with Shane Dazen, and we had a great time, not only on the podcast, but on Ohio Sports as well. So I thank both you guys for this. Every single episode was with you, so I do appreciate that. Aaron Talib, got it right there the last try. Blake Harsey, our weatherman, fearless. I want him to make sure he gets on the show more often next semester.
We're definitely going to have to do weather around the MAC football season.
You have to have MAC weather with Blake Harsey. The guy knows his stuff. And then 8 Sex Hour. What can I say? You've done enough to carry a show on your back with this one, with editing, and then also getting paid to do the podcast as well. You guys are amazing, and next year without me, I hope the show carries on with you and Shane. Got to get more people on this viewership as well.
Yeah, we're certainly going to miss you.
Yes.
But Ohio Sports Zone is a revolving door.
Yes, absolutely. It's the
talent.
second longest running show on ABW here. Join it, guys. It's a lot of fun. A lot of talent here, too. Trust me, you get your resume out there, it will help out. I promise that. Not much else I can say, but thank you guys for a great 3 years, and moving forward, I'll definitely be back, and hopefully I can get a guest appearance on maybe.
That, unfortunately, is all we have this year on Ohio Sports Zone. I can't believe we made it to that as your phone goes off there.
Yes, it is.
I mean, just what else to say? Bobby, thank you so much for everything you've done for this show.
Thank you.
For everything you've helped me with. SeatAtTea.com. Go check it out. That's your other venture right now after college.
Also want to thank the parents, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for everything, and everyone out there, be safe.
What'd you do this drone stuff?
It's awesome.
I didn't take those. I found them online.
There was an old scripture that
Listen.
an anchor will rise up wielding a golden microphone and lead the world to a more well-informed future. Many anchors have come and gone, seeming to be the chosen one. All have failed in their attempts to wield the mystical tool, and their broadcasting world feared that their savior was never to come. In 1994, Rock Clayton
Where is Bobby in this video? Please tell me he's coming.
which is silky and strong as steel.
The original Facebook picture. Bad things. Oh my god. I'm in space broadcasting.
It's still going.
Oh god.
Ethan, what the fuck happened?